Right, so I like to say Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Double on to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is the book of SIRACH, chapter 18, verse 23. It says, before thou prayest, prepare thyself, and be not as one that tempteth the Lord. Think upon the wrath that shall be at the end, and the time of vengeance, when he shall turn away his face. When thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger, and when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need. That's beautiful, because I was actually looking for this book, chapter and verse. I was going into another video about this, man. You know, if in the time of poverty, in the time of prosperity, think upon the poverty you had. So in the time of your prosperity, think upon the poverty that you were in, and it'll keep you humble, because you know you could get a little bit of you could get a little bit of what you want to call it, a little bit of money in this thing. You know, you can have some men in this thing that have, a little bit of earthly goods, man. And you want to stay as humble as possible, even when you have, the earthly goods. You have some men who do get those things and become big-headed, become prideful, right? So you want to think upon the poverty you was once in, right, before you came into that wealth, right? You got men who come into the truth that have that wealth already, right? That have what they call today the bag, right? And come into the truth. You just want to be humble. You just want to be humble when you do have it, because it's nothing wrong with having it, right? But you want to be humble. You want to be humble if you do have it. So it says, when thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger. So even being in the truth, the Lord can, bless you with a little bit of earthly goods, man. The Lord can bless you with probably a nice house. You know what I'm saying? Better clothing, right? Maybe a nice car. But you don't want to sit on that and get prideful about it. It always brings me back to that movie, George Foreman or something like that. That movie with George Foreman, when all of a sudden, when he became a boxer and he became very wealthy and rich, he sat at the table and said, what? He said, God didn't do this. I did this. I put on the gloves. I fought. I made this money. He got very prideful, right? And during your prosperity, you want to be even more humble if the Lord was to bless you with some earthly goods, because that pride doesn't get you nowhere, man. How many Jakes that got rich and or wealthy but failed, lost it all? So if you come into this thing with a little bit of cheese, right? Or if you come into this thing already having a little bit of cheese, or you come into this thing and the Lord bless you with a little bit of something, stay as humble as you possibly can, man. And stay in the scriptures and pray. So again, it says, when thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger. So remember when you was in poverty. Remember, you got all these rich people that talks about how I came out of the ghettos, how I came out of damn near lights being off, right? Being hungry, eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? Or noodles every damn day, right? But tend to forget that, you finally come out of that poverty into, a little bit of money or whatever, and forget that the Most High set you up with that, right? It says, when thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger, and when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need. Man, that's a beautiful scripture, right? It says, from the morning until the evening, the time is changed, and all things are soon done before the Lord. A wise man will fear, right? You want to fear the Lord, man. Think upon the times to come. Think upon these prophecies when the Lord began to bring this hail upon earth, right? When these prices skyrocket, right? And you walking out of the store with a couple bags and you then spent $200-$300, right? You better fear the Lord, man. When you wake up one day and you can have the economy crash, right? Or the lights are shut off, right? You have no way to access your money out of these banks. You can't go to work because if the lights are shut off, there's no access to the electronics. You can't get into the store and buy anything. So you pretty much asked out of food, right? You asked out of buying water, because not a lot of people like drinking out of the damn faucet, but you might have to resort to drinking out of the faucet. Now I don't know if the power shut off, maybe the water. I think if the power shut off, toilets stop flushing. I don't know if the water stopped running though. I believe it still runs even after the power shuts off, but maybe not, because the water that comes through your house, it's pressurized. So it could be possibility if the water does shut off, you might not even be able to access the water in your home. Because remember, generators actually, control the water sources and everything like that. So it's a possibility that if the power shut off, you might not even be able to access the water in your home. So you'll be screwed. So you better think upon these things. You better fear the Lord and think upon these things, man, because you don't want to get caught up in the times to come. Pretty soon these people gonna be freaking out. Well, check it out. They already freaking out, man. Right now they're making YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram videos complaining about how things are not affordable. Housing, food, the cost of living, period. They're crying on social media. These people are having a very hard time coping with the increasing prices. You had these people whole dream in life is to graduate high school, go to college, get a degree, make $75,000 to $100,000 a year, get a house, right? Live that American dream. But now that shit is being thrown out the window, because now you got a lot of people making YouTube videos, and when we talking about guys that have a little bit of money, are making YouTube videos saying what the hell you need a college education for. So when you got people that go in and get college educations and they sitting on $200,000 in debt, they like, what the hell did I go to college for? And then a lot of them are blaming their parents for that, for them being in debt. It was you guys that wanted us to go to college. It was you guys that wanted us to get a degree so we could get a better job. And here I am working at In-N-Out Burger, or here I am working at Walmart or Walgreens, right? $200,000 in debt working at Walmart, or $200,000 working in debt, and you working in an In-N-Out Burger, fast food restaurant, some shit, making $15 to $18 an hour. $200,000 in debt with a damn bachelor's degree and or master's degree. Because check it out, now in these days, people are looking for people with experience. You spent 4 years in college. instead of spending 4 years and getting into a trade, learning a trade, right? So you could get a job within that trade and make a good amount of money. You spent 4 years in college. Now you asked out of experience. And now when you go and sign an application, right, talking about some, I want to be an electrician, or I want to be a plumber, or I want to be this. They're like, well, you haven't done nothing in 4 years. You got no experience. And now you living in times where, the guys that they want to set up to train you don't want to train you. A lot of them guys you get training with, they find excuses to try to get you kicked out or fired or some shit, because they don't want to train you. Look at these truck drivers. A lot of these truck drivers, man, they getting tired of training people. They make YouTube videos on not wanting to train people, man. Look it up. They make YouTube videos of not wanting to train people. They get tired of training people. People are they getting recorded arguing. The trainer is arguing with the trainee, and the trainee is arguing with the trainer. So it's getting hard for people to learn a trade. I remember when I worked at a company, electrical company, and this guy got hired on to be a safety manager, and the manager didn't even want to train the safety, the guy that came in for the safety position. He said, hey man, because you got no experience, you shouldn't be here. So he let the dude go. Like, the whole point was for him to come in for the training. You don't even want to train a dude because he ain't even got a bit of experience? That's crazy. What is the whole point of the training sections then? Right? So this is what's happening in the world, is that, guys that's coming up to want to get into a trade damn near can't get into the trade because it's hard to get trained. Right? Or the people that come out of colleges wants to get into a trade but doesn't have the experience to get into the trade. So it's messed up for all of them all around. So hey man, you better understand the times that we living in. Understand the times that we living in. They're talking about in 20, well, I think they said in 2030 or something like that, over 75% of the jobs gonna be taken. Lord willing, we ain't here that fucking long. Who wants to be here, right? Who wants to be here for another, 7-8 years? Nobody. We don't want to be here that fucking long, man. But if we still have to be here, Lord willing, we don't have to. But if we still have to be here, that's what's gonna happen. Over 75% of the jobs are going to be left to AI robots. They don't even know what the people gonna do that can't get jobs or can't work. The one guy said in an interview, I forget his name, but he said, look, they'll figure it out. He said humans always do. They'll figure it out. 75% of the jobs are going to be taken, which means those people can't work, can't get a paycheck, can't take care of their families. Because you're going to replace them with AI robots, which they already are. There are Amazon warehouses right now that have robots working. Big warehouses. There was a YouTube video that came out. Big ass Amazon warehouse, man. Manufacturer. That got robots just all over the place doing the packaging and everything, man. A manufacturing warehouse that could have about 200-300 or more employees. Hey, they got none but robots, man. They getting rid of you people for robots, man. Because robots ain't gonna get tired. Robots ain't gonna complain. Robots are gonna do what they been created to do, and that's work. And they've been doing just that. Robots are pretty soon about to take over the landscaping industry, warehousing industry, right? Telecommunication industry. A lot of you women about to lose your jobs, man. Because a lot of you women get into the telecommunication industry. A lot of you about to lose your damn jobs, man. That $50,000 and $65,000 job is about to go out the window soon. They already got the AI program doing telecommunication. You can have a damn near whole conversation with an AI, man, and think it's a real person. But it's a benefit, right, to the people that's calling in. Why? Because you don't have to deal with the worker over the phone if they catch an attitude or some shit. They don't have to deal with the worker that's there working, or they don't have to deal with the fact that the worker might not come in the morning because they got fucking robots everywhere doing it, and it's gonna be a 24-hour service. So they're not gonna have to worry about a first, second, and third shift. So they're gonna get rid of all those jobs are gonna be gone. Even the trucking industry. The trucking industry, they want to do away with the truck drivers, man. And they're doing it. They're doing it, man. They got trucks just like the Vimo cars that could drive by themselves. Wasn't it to have the trucks do the same thing? The only reason why the trucks aren't out right now because they got to have more safety features than the Vimo cars, because there's still way too many blind spots and shit like that on these trucks. But pretty soon they're going to do away with that, man. Put a damn 1,000 sensors on the damn truck. You see the damn Vimo cars, man. They got cameras and sensors all over that damn thing. It's really a safety feature, man. So, man, you people have no clue about what's about to come. But all that shit's gonna lead into rioting. All that shit's gonna lead into fight or flight mode, man. These people are gonna get crazy out here when they can't feed their damn families because a robot took their damn job. But Esau looks at the benefit of it. Well, he don't have to pay overtime. He don't have to give you PTO. He don't have to give robots overtime. He ain't got to pay them PTO. He don't, what else? Robots ain't gonna need time off. They not gonna need sick time. And women, man, women don't get shit done. Women are always missing work. So when these robots come in for the telecommunication companies, that's a benefit of Esau right there. And all Esau got to do, because they definitely gonna get these devils a deal to set these AI robots up. These devils might only have to pay a couple $100,000 to maybe $1 million just to get it all set up in their businesses. Now you got a bunch of robots answering the phones. And then look what they're about to do to stores, man. All the stores are about to go digital. So it's gonna get to a point to where when you walk inside of a store, there's not gonna be any merchandise on the shelves because it's all gonna be digital. So you're gonna be able to walk up in there and press the item that you want. And then when you go up to the front, they'll have all the items waiting for you to purchase. So things about to change. You know, this whole digital system, it's here, man, and it's coming. And that shit, man, all that is just a test to bring in the MOTB, the Charagma. That's all a test, man. Because when they what's the word? When they implement this MOTB or this Charagma, right? A lot of people are going to accept it because the easy access and the things, it's going to make life easier for them. So instead of dwindling with a bunch of keys to open your door to your house, you walk up to that shit And if the signal is close, which is gonna be, that's what the 5G signal is for, right? You could be in your damn car and you could use your damn mind, the chip, the brain implant or whatever, to just think about your door unlocking, and it's gonna unlock. This is what they about to do, man. This is what they about to do, and you people about to go for it, because it's gonna make your life supposedly easy, right? You go to your damn car, boom, door opens, or you swipe your hand or whatever the hell, door opens. Cell phone, the only way a cell phone would turn on is if your handprint is on it, your hand, right? You'll be able to do a lot of shit with the brain implant and with the chip in your damn hand, man. They gonna throw things at you like, oh well, kidnappings wouldn't be a thing if you get your child chipped. We'll be able to locate them, so kidnappings won't be a thing. So that's what they'll do. They'll throw this in your face, right? To make you what? Tempted to implant your children with the MOTB. This is all for the sake of these devils and their new world order they want to bring in. These people don't know how to drive for shit, man. Just idiots. Right? So this is for them to implement their new world order. Fucking idiots, man. So it says, when thou hast enough, remember the time, Ecclesiasticus 18:25. It says, when thou hast enough, remember the time of hunger. Of course, it's stupid. It says, and when thou art rich, think upon poverty and need. From the morning unto the evening, the time is changed, and all things are soon done before the Lord. A wise man will fear in everything, and the day of sinning he will beware of offense, but a fool will not observe time. See, there you go. These people are fools because they're not observing the time. They don't see what's going on. People think that, this new world order that's coming in is for their benefit. I was saying this out on the Highways and Byways Friday, man. Hey, your leaders don't give a damn about you people, man. You're lab rats. You are a lab rat. You are an experiment. That's what you are to them. You are a lab rat, a damn experiment. Driving out with these men, I'll tell you. Consalaki, man, these people, man, I tell you, man, these people, when they driving, man, they are uncomfortable. Look, McDowell, I'm just McDowell, man, is just a road you just don't want to drive on, man. These people get reckless and they swerving and they speeding. These are a bunch of fools out here in vehicles, man. I tell you, man, fools out here in metal boxes that shouldn't be in these metal boxes. Just reckless. Jeez, I tell you, man. But yeah, these fools they not thinking about the times that are at hand, man. They not thinking about what's going on, what's happening in the world. But real soon, man, when all these things begin to happen, these people gonna freak out. They gonna freak out, man. And it's gonna be too late for you to now start praying to the Most High or believing and everything like that, because them doors gonna be closed up, just like as in the days of Noah, when Noah was building an ark and prophesying, right? Once those doors closed, that was it. There was no entering into the ark. Not like that stupid ass movie that they made what was it called? The Noah's Ark. The dude that jumped on the ark and he didn't got into the ark and he started to fight and scrap with Noah, and I think the dude ate a bird or some shit. It just that movie was I tell you, the shit that Esau comes up with, man. And they just add to the story to make it entertaining or whatever they try to do, man. Like when did it say that anybody on the ark ate a bird? Or when did it say anybody that was outside of the ark got into the ark? Like, where all that shit come from? That's not in the scriptures. These devils love adding to something that's not there to entertain you idiots, man. But again, it says, when thou hast enough, remember, Salakia, 46:26. It says, from the morning until the evening, the time is changed, and all things are soon done before the Lord. A wise man will fear in everything, and in the day of sinning he will beware of offense. But a fool would not observe time. Man, that's crazy. Every man of understanding knoweth wisdom, and will give praise unto him that find her. Right? Because every man that understand wisdom know we have to rehearse the righteous acts. Right? We have to rehearse the righteous acts. We have to keep the commandments. We have to walk in righteousness, man. We have to believe in Yahweh Shah. Like I always say, they're two in one coin, man. They're two in one coin. So we have to believe in the Lord, have faith in the Lord, and keep the commandments. That's what it means to be wise. Oh, these people, man, they must be late for work, man. These people are very impatient. People don't know how to get up on time. People don't know how to get up on time and get to work. You know, with me, man, I get up. I get up way before I have to go to work, man. And I could just cruise it. I could go speed limit, cruise it, and make it on time, and still have time to just chill back if I want to. These people be speeding and trying to get by and be all late and shit, and then get mad when they asses get suspended or fired, man. Scripture says do everything decently in order, man. You get up on time, get to work before your time, and you just chill and clock in when you're supposed to. People are impatient, get into car accident. How you get into a car accident at 5 o'clock in the morning? That's madness. That's madness. Yeah, it's Salakia, man. So it says, verse 28, it says, every man of understanding knoweth wisdom, and will give praise unto him that find her. They that were of understanding and saying became also wise themselves, and poured forth exquisite parables. Salakia, bear with me real quick. Bear with me real quick. Bear with me. I'm parking real quick. So it says, go not after thy lust, but refrain thyself from thine appetite. It says, if thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies that meddle thee. Take not pleasure in much good cheer, neither be tied to the expense thereof. Be not made a beggar by banqueting upon borrowing. When thou hast nothing in thy purse, for thou shalt lie and wait for thy own life, and be talked on. Right? So I'm gonna end it from there and say shalom.